Double.
And we're off. Mudbloods Minotaurs, and James Lay gets the ball first. He takes on Matt. He just barrels through but loses the ball. Minotaur's going to pick it up anyway. Matt going to fight for it. It eventually spills free. Minotaur's ball again. And back to James Lay, but he's beat. Mudbloods on a run. And King throws it back. And number 91, we're in the numbered range. Goes across to Matt Harker. Matt Harker back to King. And that's Matt Harker. He hits the pass. Run around the Minotaurs defensive point chaser. Good pass off. And 91 goes to King. King is beat though. And James Lay blocks the shot. Wouldn't have counted anyway. Beat before. Turnover to the Minotaurs. 0-all early. James Lay's got the ball, facing down the zone defense of the Mudbloods. Goes wide, over the top. It's going to be Nick Munro to try and take on the defense. He shoots, blocked by Harker. And he makes the long pass back to James Lay. And James Lay takes on the point chaser, and again, goes wide. And back over the top, and Nick Munro is going to have to face down Matt Harker again. He blocks the beat, gets around Harker, gets around another, and he dunks the ball. First score of the game, Minotaurs. 10-0.
Don't be afraid of him. Come on.
Harker and King just moving the ball between them at the moment at the top of the offense. Face down by James Lay. Bukalossi gets beat out, and Bludger Control is going to turn over to the Mudbloods. A bad pass in though. Nick Munro is going to pick it up. He's got no bludgers. He takes on King, gets around it, but held up long enough for the beater. And it's a turnover to Mudbloods. King thinks about a charge, but he's going to just hold back. He's going to give it off to Harker. And now we're going to start again. Bukalossi using his height to keep the ball away from the Mudbloods beaters. He's alongside Beth Anderson for the Minotaurs, who's fending off a sharp attack as the pass goes through the keeper zone. James Lay can't block it, but the ball can't be caught, and James Lay is going to come on the counter. He's going to charge up the field. He's got to face down two bludgers, but now it's only one because he's so quick. Takes on King, gets around him, can't block the beat though. Mudbloods recover. They're still down 10-0, but they once again make good on defense and don't give up the goal. Oh, the beater trades come in. Harker takes the shot. He misses. They might recover, but no. Rolls out of hard boundary. And it's going to be Minotaur's ball again. Sharp offense from the beaters and the Mudbloods there, but Harker unable to do anything about it. And there was a no bludger situation for the Minotaurs, but they are unable to take advantage in time. And James Lay is going to walk the ball up the field. He goes wide to Munro. Back to James Lay, and they're just going to patiently wait here. Bukalossi makes the beat on the point chaser. Oh, nearly cut off from King, but he's beat. And James Lay is able to make some ground. He's fairly close to the goals. Makes the pass to Munro, dangerous position. Goes wide and behind. The shot is taken. King cuts it off. And once again, that Mudbloods zone defense holding strong. As the Mudbloods beaters make an attack, they've spilled all the bludgers. There's no bludgers back. Harker takes on Lay, not able to get past him. Passes over Munro. Mudbloods are going to get control again behind the hoops. No, they're not though, because Nick Munro is able to get back in time. He goes to Lay. And James Lay is going to charge down the field. Mudbloods beaters making a sub on defense, and they might pay for it here with a goal. They do. They do not. Lay did not get beat there. That was a safe call from the missed beat, but he missed the shot. And so we stay at 10 to no score early to the Minotaurs. And both these teams just struggling to put goals on the board for slightly different reasons. And the Minotaurs definitely look stronger early. Power of James Lay in this game, it's not to be underestimated. He's going to be able to drive through that Mudbloods defense all day long. It's a safe beat call, but it's not going to cost the Minotaurs here. And they're able to get the beat off eventually, is Anita Flack. She blocks, and Minotaurs keep bludger control. They're slightly out of position. Mudbloods are able to turn over the bludgers. Missed beat there though from number 94 as Harker and King move the ball around at halfway. We got brooms down. So it's going to be touch and go. Or actually, has it just started or? So no call on the play. Harker is going to take on one of the chasers. That's a good pass, but spilled in the tackle. Flicked out the back. Blocked by James Lay on the shot. Good keeping. And they're going to have a no bludger offense. No, they're not. The Mudbloods are going to get back in time. Oh, that would be a lot of help. Need to get spoiled there. And Mudbloods clean up with Natalie Hume picking up the ball. She's played a good game so far, handled it a lot, had a shot at goal. It was blocked by James Lay before, and made some good plays on defense. It's going to be Matt Harker with the ball. And Jax Ty, sorry for mispronouncing your name. And he's going to go back to Ty. And they're going to be really harassed by So. Oh, that's a really good pass from Matt Harker. Picked up by Baker. Given to Ty. Given off now to Hulme. Hulme goes back to Ty. He's got one to take on. Makes the pass to Baker. Baker can't fight through the defense. Can't put the ball in. Turnover to the Minotaurs. And they successfully defend once again. It is still 10 to no score right now. Just a lot of defensive efforts from both of these teams. And they have been keeping each other out all game long. And it's going to be Ty on point chaser. Lay goes to So. So's going to go back to Lay as Ty is beat out. Lay going to take on Hulme, but misses the pass to Anderson. And it's going to be the Minotaurs chase it down with Anderson and tries to go to Lay, but Matt Harker gets the tip, not able to keep it away from Lay totally. And Lay is just going to reset the ball. There are no bludgers in this Mudbloods defense. And James Lay makes the dunk. Well, it was good passing there from the Minotaurs. Just kept the ball away, kept the ball moving until they could get it to James Lay, who, against no bludgers, is always a dangerous prospect.
That's impressive. Especially like a year before you're graduating, you're being offered a place. Yeah,
Throw the ball.
And Harker looking to drive against Bukalossi, makes the long pass to Hulme. Hulme not able to catch it, but she is able to chase it down. Fights with it for Anderson. Anderson not able to take it. Bacon now picks it up off the pass. Harker goes with a long ball to Hulme. Hulme makes the shot, but it's beat away by Bukalossi. What a shot. And then he goes back and gets his team bludger control. The ball is going everywhere, but Hulme eventually the catch and shot. Huge pass from Matt Harker. And the Mudbloods get their first goal on the board. 2010. No call on the play. It's James Lay fighting down the field against no bludgers. He makes the shot, doesn't go in. Hulme is going to be first there to pick up the ball. That was a really quick reset from the Minotaurs.
Thank you. Because I can't wear green. I could wear green, but I don't want to because they're wearing green.
Well, Matt Harker's going to pass off to Ty and take his first break for the game.
Generate like a lot of players. Team Victoria, like the math on that is like really strong. Over half.
It was
Yeah,
more
that-
than 50%.
more than
It was more than 50% last
So part of my thing is that, like, is the Muggles the most
Manon, go!
important unique
Go, come
Yes,
to him!
yes, yes it is. 100%. We are the University of Texas. Actually are.
There's a
King goes to Ty out wide. He's in a dangerous spot. He's got a player on. It gets to that player, but blocked by James Lay. James Lay now has no beaters. He's just got to take on King and stripped of the ball. Baker's there as well. King picks it up eventually. Great stop from the two Mudbloods chasers there. Certain goal if James Lay makes it through both of those. Thank you, Justine, providing a little bit of coverage in the wet conditions we're about to get. It is dry right now, but I suspect it will not be that way for long. Mudblood's passing game so far has been really good. It's how they've got their only goal so far. And they're looking to really take advantage of that. Baker gets the ball. He goes over the top to King. King's got the open shot. He puts it in. It is not called. It is called no goal despite going in. And we're going to see a brooms down here because I think the refs are going to talk about this. Okay, so that was Ryan Harker, not King as I've been calling him all game. He is the king at the moment. He is keeping and he's scored and he's stopped James Lay and he stops James Lay again. James Lay gets beat. There is not going to be a turnover though. There is now. Nick Munro first to the ball, but Mudblood's beat is there as well. And Ryan Harker. Ryan Harker going to bring the ball up. Bukalossi gets beat out. There are no beaters right now in this Minotaurs defense. Ball goes wide. James Lay though fights for it on the ground. And this is going to be tied up. The Minotaurs are going to get the ball. Bukalossi makes a beat. It's blocked. Makes another beat. It is not blocked. Mudbloods are still going to retain control. And at the bottom of the pack, Juliet Smith is going to have to give it up after being beat. There are two bludgers for James Lay to get through here. He doesn't care. He makes the flying shot. It goes way over the hoops, out of hard boundary. And nothing coming of that, even though it may have been a no bludger situation if he had been quick enough.
13.
Sorry?
13.
We are at 13 minutes in this game. The score is 20 all right now. So any team that can make a snitch catch is going to be at an advantage at this stage. Low scoring and tight. Lots of really good defense being seen. Harker goes wide to Smith. Goes back to Hulme behind the hoops. Goes to Baker right next to the hooper. He drops the ball. Keeps it though on the ground. Now Ryan Harker unable to make the shot. Baker's first there. He gets beat out. James Lay is going to pick it up. And the Minotaurs get to attack. Once again, the passing from the Mudbloods exposing Minotaurs' defense a little bit. Just putting their beaters and chasers out of position and getting a player right next to the hoop with a chance to score. Unable to do that this time. Baker on point. He's beat. Lay goes to Munro. Munro back to Lay. They're now being pressured by Smith. And we're going to see a 1.5 from the Minotaurs here. Lay picks up the ball, passes the ball around Smith. Mudbloods not really taken out by that 1.5, and Munro tackled by Harker. Goes to Cook. Cook back to Lay. Minotaurs happy to just possess the quaffle here for the minute. Not putting a lot of pressure on the defense. There's no beaters though, and James Lay is able to get around Harker and put the ball in. And 30-20 now to the Minotaurs. Just both Mudbloods beaters just taken out of the play there. And they're unable to use their bludger to stop James Lay driving through. So we're going to see Jack Stye take on Ken So.
16.
And he goes back to Harker. He's now got some space out wide, Ty. Makes the pass over to Hulme. Hulme got to get around James Lay. She can't pick it up cleanly. Does now, but James Lay makes the spoil. He's going to pick up the ball. And he's going to start running down the field as the Minotaurs beater takes a bludger straight off the Mudbloods. James Lay calling a timeout right now. Timeout. End of timeout. Mudbloods just have to sort themselves out a little bit. Didn't get back in time quite quick enough. James Lay is going to be flanked by both beaters as he gets the ball up the field. Beth Anderson makes the beat and goes for the 1.5 here. So is beat out and the ball is blocked off by Hume after the pass. And Matt Harker's going to run down the field, takes on Nick Munro. He's going to have to take on James Lay as well. James Lay makes the block and we have a stoppage. So Nick Munro, yellow card for a tackle from behind. Hulme is going to have the ball, makes the pass to Matt Harker. He's going to run around Lay. He's going to look to make the pass to Ty, misses. Bludger goes over his head, so he's going to stay in. He's got Hulme wide. Hulme's got the ball now. She's got Harker wide. He gets it. He's got Ty over the top. He's also got Smith, and Smith hits the top hoop. Again, passing from the Mudbloods, getting around that Minotaurs defense.
17:43.
And this game is tied at 30. And Connor Meyer is going to put some pressure on the quaffle and causes a bit of an errant pass, but all the Minotaurs are back. And they're able to collect the ball first.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready. Yeah.
And that's our snitch, Anthony Hogan.
You know what
Yeah, you're a little.
Munro's got the ball here. Hulme is beat out of point. Jack Stye run around by James Lay. James Lay hits the shot. Brings it to 40-30. The call goes out. And it's going to be Matt Harker to move the ball up.
Time check.
18:30.
Nick Munro beat out at point. Anita Flack unable to cause a spill in the Bludgers. She does now. She turns over control. Hulme has the ball behind the hoops though. Goes to Juliet Smith. Juliet Smith keeps it in and goes back to Hulme. And Juliet Smith not able to keep that in. So ball goes out a hard boundary. Turnover to the Minotaurs. And James Lay is going to take on Jax. Not able to get around cleanly, but does get around eventually. He's got one bludger to face down, as well as Natalie Hulme. Makes the pass over, and Cook, Jackie Cook, not able to put the ball in. Nick Munro gets the spill. He's got to take on one. He does. Hulme makes the block though, and the Mudbloods. Good defense there. Scrappy defense to keep the Minotaurs out, but they do that in the end. They keep the score at 40-30.
Yeah, 40-30.
Connor Meyer is able to cause a spill in the bludgers. There are no bludgers here for Matt Harker to run through. He's just got to take on the players. Makes the pass to Hulme. Cut off though by Cook. Dropped ball by Hulme. Cut off by Cook. Minotaurs save the day. And they keep it at 40-30. We're at 20 minutes. Snitch on pitch is going to be on in 2. And then it will be on because this game is anybody's. Anderson on it chasing, combining with Lay just to move that point chaser around.
You okay? You warm?
And making sure the ball is with Lay. Can take on Ty. Gets through another one. Shot goes down. Nick Munro can't track it down.
I'll count you down.
Ball goes out of play. And it's going to be Matt Harker to start.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Snitches release! Snitches on pitch.
So we're going to head into snitch on pitch. Minotaurs with control. Lukalossi keeping the Mudbloods in their own half. Nick Munro not able to dodge the beat there. And he is going to have to move on from point. Now Harker being pressured by both point and beater. He makes a long pass. Hulme picks it up. Hulme makes the shot. That's her second goal of the game. Moves to 4-all now. And James Lay is going to take on Baker. He does get around him. He's got Ty to deal with now. He gets around him too. The beat though does not make contact. It's blocked by James Lay. He can't put the ball in though. Dislodges the hoop. Nick Munro picks it up. Blocked by a couple of Mudbloods chasers. One of them put the hand through the hoop, but it's Matt Harker. He's allowed to do that. James Lay tries to spin out of 3 tackles. Can't hit Munro with the pass. Hulme cuts it off. Turnover again to the Mudbloods. No, it comes back to Munro. Bounces off Harker's feet. Munro drives through 2. Hits the goal. 50-40 Minotaurs. They go into snitch on pitch. A goal up. Mudbloods Seeker beat out there and leaves Kennesaw alone time with Anthony Hogan. Who is going to be able to make this catch? It's 50-40. It's anybody's game. So Kennesaw seeking for the Minotaurs. He gets close there. Veronica Haluka.
Oh, here we go.
Goal, 60-50 now. James Lay, oh, he gets beat from distance. Turns it over. And it's going to be Matt Harker again. So versus Halupka in the snitching again. So looking to get through the defenses of Hogan. He's beat. Halupka beat also. Connor Meyer doing the beating, gets back control from the Mudbloods, leaves it open for Baker, but Lay blocks the shot. Bukalossi keeps control for the Minotaurs. Baker has the ball. He's going to have to give it up though. I don't know why. Halupka beat out on the snitch. And it's just So versus Hogan. fighting the arms of Hogan. He's getting his arms wide. Has a real good chance there, but cops a knock to the face. Snitch is still on here if he actually wants to make a grab for it. He's not technically sub there for So, the keeper from the Minotaurs. Minotaurs keep the quaffle. And new sub in for them at Seeker. Still up against Halupka from the Mudbloods. The fight for the quaffle. Anderson though, able to pass the ball off to Cook. Cook comes back to Anderson. They're just trying to possess the ball right now. James Lay at Chaser now has the ball.
Oh, here we go.
As we see the Snitch getting his daily running in. And Halupka beat out, but that's caused a turnover in the Bludgers. Control now lies with the Mudbloods. As James Lay fumbles the pass, goes to Monroe.
Come on, Cat, come on!
And seemingly not interested in the Snitch of the Mudbloods. They just want to keep the Minotaurs from scoring and are happy to let Hogan fight off both Seekers whenever they can. James Lay takes on Ty, gets around him, dodges the beat, passes off to Cook. Cook's got Harker to deal with, goes back to Lay. Lay hits the dunk from close range. And Matt Harker's got to go back to his own keeper zone here. There are no beaters for the Mudbloods. Harker though, he's got to wait. He's got to go back to his keeper zone. We got a brooms down. So a card to Connor Mai there. It's going to cost his team budget control. So is back on the field. He's going to Hogan. He's going to try and make the quick catch as Harker holds the ball. 50-60 for the Minotaurs right now. So gets beat out. And just looking to kill this penalty, but Harker makes contact with Lay. Lay makes a good tackle. Jack's Ty really put on the pressure by the pass. He was right next to a beater, and it's turned over to the Minotaurs. Maybe a chance for them to go 20 points up and start to threaten to get this game out of range. Mudbloods only have one beater right now. Connor Mai in the sin bin.
Yes, Ed. That's the winning strategy, Ed. Just keep doing that. You got it.
Munro under pressure from Baker. He's got Lay though. He uses him. And Lay makes the pass to Cook. Cook gets beat though. And that should be a turnover because very clearly beat while under the Matt Harker pressure. It's not going to be a turnover though. They're just going to call that in motion. James Lay goes to Monroe. He's going to come under tie pressure. Steps him, but makes the pass to Lay. Smith easily gotten around by Lay, but faces down the beater. Goes to Monroe. Monroe's got Ty to deal with again. And there's constant pressure by the Mudbloods, not letting the Minotaurs make up a lot of ground and get close to the hoops.
Ed, you got 10 seconds until first handicap.
No, 9 now.
James Lay got Smith to deal with.
First handicap.
Yeah.
No, it's center line. Center line.
James Lay goes to Cook. Cook in a dangerous position, passes out to Monroe. The bludger is nearly thrown away by the Mudbloods though. Really dangerous position there from Cook. Nearly caused a total lack of bludgers in the Mudbloods defense. We got Hulme now seeking for the Mudbloods. Looking to get through the defenses. Connor Mai back in. There are no beaters now for the Mudbloods after a missed beat. Lay takes on Harker. Gets around the other two. He dunks the ball. 20 points the difference now. 70-50. So makes the catch. Catch is clean. Minotaurs win 100-50. Catch to Ken So to end the game.